I cannot comprehend the European mind. Right, I was in the Netherlands. I was in Amsterdam for a little bit. I'm visiting some friends. Let me just do a pros and cons breakdown. Pros of Europe. Weather was actually great. Weather was perfect. It was sunny. It was chilly. It was really bright. I think just being more north, this is such an ignorant American take, but I think being more north made everything way brighter. Like the contrast was just turned up way high. Canals, European canals, the Amsterdam canals were fantastic. We got a little boat ride around there and it was really fun. You know, just the chill vibe, and the tacos were scrumptious. What else is there to say? Very walkable. That's great. And good tap water. Okay, let's talk about the cons. Let's talk about the cons. First of all, I cannot comprehend the European mind. It felt like everyone I interacted with was on a coffee break, and I was interrupting their coffee break. And I'm for worker protections and people chilling at work and everything like that. But my flight's in an hour. My flight's in an hour, and there are 3 service desks in front of me. 2 people are just on their phone, chilling, and there's just 1 person, like, working. I need the 2 other service desks to be working so we can check in our luggage and leave. And then there's an additional passport checkpoint that wraps around the hallway, which is fine. I get it. Things get congested. You know, it's a popular stop, whatever. But as we pull up to the front of the line, I realize that they have broken the rule of like a basic queuing system. Here's one desk, here's another desk, and here's a line. And there's like a secret 3rd desk. It's like the secret shop right here next to the dinosaur. It's like a secret shop where there's a gatekeeper who sometimes lets the chosen into the secret shop so they can bypass the entire line. First of all, this is the most inefficient way to do a really long line. People who study, I think it's like intro computer science or just intro math or common sense, know that it should be one long line. They should combine the line and have multiple desks. And the first thing I saw coming back into the United States was exactly that. When I came back into the United States and like the border check / customs was one long line that spread out into 5 desks, I actually became like a nationalist. Japan does that too because they're smart. they get tourism. I go to the shopkeeper, the secret shopkeeper, and I say, hey, you know, not trying to cut in line here, but our flight says it's boarding. There's a TV right in front of us that lists all the statuses, and it says it's boarding. Do you think we could go into this line, which currently has maybe 3 people tops in it? Also, I don't want to miss my flight. They say, no, if it says it's boarding, it's fine. When it says it's closing is when it's about to take off, so you're going to be fine. No, that's not how it works. You have to be there when you're boarding so you can board. Why do they do it like that? Because I cannot comprehend the European mind. And I'm a little grumpy, and so I say, I'm kind of being like, I actually understand being a dickhole American tourist, because I said right back to them, oh great, they're going to hold the plane then. And I just like kept walking. And I like remembered their face because if I knew if I missed the flight, I was going to come back and like actually lose my shit. I was going to come back for real, and like you would have seen me on like unaesthetic things on Twitter where the comment is, this American tourist blew up in front of this EU customs agent. Do you think it was deserved? They knew I was American. Yeah, I bet they did. I bet they did. Yeah, I was debuting my Karen model in this point. I don't understand that. I don't fucking understand that. They're boarding. We have to be boarding the plane. I'm sorry for interrupting your cigarette break in the middle of like this 30-minute customs fucking passport check line. Anyway, We actually make it through. Power move by the person on this line. Thank God we weren't in this line. Yes, this looks like a demon possessed it because that's how it felt. The customs agent on this line, or maybe not customs agent, border agent, passport agent on this line did a really funny thing, which I think they are super entitled to do, don't get me wrong. But like they have to check probably over 100 people in the next 30 minutes. The person was just about to walk up. They hold up one finger, like a pause, like, wait, please. And they take a sip of water. Which is something that is completely within their right to do as a human being who's trying to hydrate and survive. But a part of me also, like, almost fulfilled the Karen prophecy in that moment. To be like, brother, there is 900 people you have to check, and this is your undoing. This is your own undoing for having 2 lines go to different desks. This is your own undoing. Anyway, we make it past, and then it's like, okay, you know what? It's a running situation. We have to run. The gate is all the way at the end of the terminal. That's like the first comedy in this, what will be a comedy of circumstances. So I realize the gate's all the way at the end of the terminal. It's a running situation. We're running towards freedom. As we get closer to freedom, there's another passport check. How are there 2 passport checks? We just got checked. Okay, the guy right here, I'm Super Karen 2. I'm like becoming Super Karen 2. I just saw like Cell kill Android 16 and tears are falling from my eyes. The birds are chirping. Like, it is awakening something in me. They want to make sure your passport is legit. That is what the previous passport check was for. They're going to hear why they have this desk and it will melt your fucking mind, okay? I'm talking to the guy. He's like, please go to this desk and check your passport again. I tell him, we just checked our passport. We did it back there. He says, yes, but you have to do it here as well. And I said, we're going to miss our flight. And he said, nah, man, I wouldn't make you do it if I knew you would miss your flight. I trust you, dude. All right. Yeah, you wouldn't do it if we miss our flight. We get in line. Okay. There's like 5 to 8 people in front of us. And I don't know why they're checking our passports again. It's a mystery to me. Extra US security, etc. Freedom is actually, I have a eye shot of it now. It's actually way farther back, so I would have to jog even farther. And as we approach the front of the line, there's a couple getting their passport checked. And the agent says, oh, you're on flight so-and-so? That's about to leave. Hey, actually skip this check and just go. You should just go. We don't need to check you. They'll check you at the gate. They'll check you at the gate. You need to go board right now. Wait a second. The flight you just let this person cut in front of us for? I'm on that flight. The flight that's about to leave and I'm going to be late for. It's a fucking 10-hour flight back to the San Francisco airport. I am not catching the next flight in this situation. So we go up. I immediately say, hey, we're on the same flight and we need to go. And they say, yes, you need to go. So I start running. I just start running, you know, with the blessing of the bonus border agent. And this guy turns around and he's just like, wait, you can't do that. Excuse me. What? I'm like, no, they said we could. And I just ran. I just did not care to look at this human again. I ran to the front of the gate. And they are boarding. They are like, people are getting on the plane. There was a risk that I would have missed the flight. I feel justified. I feel absolutely justified. They were boarding for real. Like last people. The gate agent sees us boarding and is like, hey, did they check your passport again? And I'm like, nah, because we're gonna be late. And the gate agent says, oh, it's okay. I'll just check it up here. Are you guys bringing anything illegal into the United States? No. Okay, you're all good then. That was the check. That was what they were checking us for. That was what the extra line was for. To ask if some other person packed our bags illegally and if we had meat. Anyway, get on the plane. I sit down. It's a nightmare. It's been a nightmare leaving this continent. Sit down. And there's a baby in front of me. And it doesn't cry, actually. There was... the baby is actually really... Probably the best baby. Probably the best baby ever. The actual W baby. So that was... The last border agent was the last straw. That was fine. Oh my god. Dude, it was... In every service desk I went up to, I swear to God, they're just like having a jolly guffaw with each other. Just like a night out with the lads, which is, again, I want to say, you know, for service workers, I can't talk, but I would just like 2 minutes of someone's attention. Oh my God, the first fucking day I came in, I went up to the information desk and I'm like, hey, I need to pick up my pocket Wi-Fi, which I reserved ahead of time. And in Japan, when you land in the airport near Tokyo, Narita Airport near Tokyo, they actually have a pocket Wi-Fi station. So if you go up to a information desk and be like, hey, I'm looking for a pocket Wi-Fi situation, they'll direct you to another desk. So I had assumed this is the same thing in this airport. And I'm asking the person, hey, I have this reservation for a pocket Wi-Fi thing. Where can I go pick it up? And they said, oh, a Wi-Fi? Oh, you already have it on your phone. Yes, they said Wi-Fi. Is that a thing? Am I being trolled? I'm like, no, I'm looking for a pocket Wi-Fi. I'm not looking, like, I know I can connect to the airport. And they're like, no, you got it on your phone. It's totally cool. This is the first time I've ever said this to someone at an airport, but I'm like, actually, never mind. I'll figure it out. And I just walked away. They were fucking with you? Okay, that's kind of funny. But why do they have people fucking with other people in an airport? Why do you put people who fuck with people in an airport? Because it's funny? I don't think 9/11 was funny, and they fucked with that airport pretty hard. So, you look stupid right now. You look so unpatriotic and terrorist endorsing right now. So, there you go. I think people at airports shouldn't fuck with anything or anyone. Just my hot take. Just my hot take. I think if you're in an airport, you shouldn't fuck with anything. Yeah, my throat is fucked. Who knew that leading a cult would be so much hard work?